Hi, I'm your host Myriam. Welcome to Short and Sweet. We're going to be cooking some of my favorite recipes. Breakfast, lunch, dinners, appetizers, cocktails, anything goes. Today's recipe is going to be a popular dish, but with a twist. Coconut flavored French toast and a garlicky French toast. French toast is one of those things that can have so many variations, but the basic concept is the same. A liquid to help moisten the bread and egg to help fry it. After that, it's all up to your imagination. French toast can be traced all the way back to ancient Roman times and was known as pain à la romaine, or Roman bread. Throughout history, and depending on the country, it's also been called pain perdu, or lost bread, four nights of Windsor, Armoritter, Torriga, gypsy toast, and many more. In America, it's been known as Spanish toast, German toast, nun's toast, and the current French toast, which really didn't appear on text as French toast until 1871. Okay, so enough on the history lesson. Let's go make some French toast. The ingredients we're going to be using is 3/4 cup ice cream, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 ounce of rum, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and of course 1 egg. So we're going to start by beating the egg. And the recipe is really basic. We're going to mix all these ingredients and then we're going to soak the bread and fry it. You're going to see how simple it is to make French toast. Okay, now we're going to add our ice cream, and it's been sitting here for a while, so you can see that it's melted. And this ice cream in particular has little chunks of coconut and pineapple. You can use whatever brand you want. I like this one. Gives it a nice taste to it. I'm going to be mixing it with the egg. Make sure it's thoroughly mixed. And then we're going to add our flour. If you add it a little bit at a time, it's easier to mix than if you add it all at once, although it's not that much, so you really should make a big difference. Make sure that everything is properly mixed before you proceed. And I'm using this pan because it's going to allow me to soak the bread easily and evenly. So make sure you find something that's not too shallow and that you can easily soak the bread in. Now we're going to add the salt, the cinnamon, our rum, and the vanilla. We're gonna get this nice brownish color. It smells really good already. Okay, now step number 2 will be to cut our bread into 3/4 inch slices, not too thick, not too thin. We're going to cut this 3/4 inch thick. And then we're going to soak it in our mixture. And let it absorb the mixture for about 30 seconds on each side. And then we're going to turn it. Okay. And the next step is to take this and fry it. So we're going to put a little bit of oil. I'm using coconut oil, but it's not necessary. You can use whatever type of oil. You can use butter. We're gonna use this to fry it. And we're gonna squeeze or drain any excess liquid a little bit before we put it into the frying pan. And you're gonna have your pan at medium heat. There we go. Same thing. And let it basically get a nice golden color on both sides. I'm gonna check and see how it's doing. And it looks nice and golden. Turn it around to the other side. There we go. And what we're looking for is a nice crispy crust outside and chewy on the inside. So now let's plate this, let's serve it. We can put it here. We're going to add a little bit of maple syrup. Just a touch for display purposes. And then we are going to put a scoop of ice cream. Now this is optional. If you don't want to, you don't have to do this, but it's just, you know, something different to do. In this case, I'm using the same ice cream that I used as the base for the mixture. And then we're just gonna garnish it with some strawberries just to make it look pretty. There we go. And you have your coconut flavored French toast. And now it's time to taste our creation. A bit of ice cream. This is really delicious. So for our garlicky French toast, we've prepared the mixture in the same manner that we prepared the other one, except that this one obviously has different ingredients. 3/4 cup milk. I put 2 tablespoons of flour, 1/4 tablespoon of paprika, and 1/2 tablespoon of onion. And what we're gonna do now is take a piece of garlic and we're gonna rub it on the bread before we soak it, just so that we can infuse the garlic flavor into the bread. We're gonna do this on both sides. Get it nice and garlicky, and then we're gonna put it to soak. Do the same thing with the other piece. Oh, and one important ingredient I forgot to mention, 2 tablespoons of any brand tomato sauce or pizza sauce or spaghetti sauce, anything tomato-y. We need a tomato base in here. So once this is nice and rubbed, we put it in here, soak it, turn it around, and we're going to repeat the same process as the other French toast. We're going to fry it. And those little green pieces that you see going around in the mixture is just a little dash of cilantro that I added in there, just, you know, for fun, for color, give it a little bit of a spice. I'm going to add oil. Drain our bread. And this French toast we're gonna top with some cheese and a fried egg. Now you can do anything you want with this. You can add ham, bacon, just, you know, make it interesting, make it your own plate, try something different. This is just to encourage you to try something new, something that you probably wouldn't have thought to do on French toast. You usually think of French toast as something that's sweet and as something that's garlicky and salty and different. This is what we want to do, encourage you to try something new in your kitchen. So we're gonna add a little bit of mozzarella cheese here, sprinkle this, and I've prepared a fried egg. I like my egg runny, so I left the yolk nice and runny. We're gonna put the egg on top, and we can garnish it with a little bit of parsley. And so here we are with the finished product. We did 2 versions today, the garlicky French toast and the coconut flavored French toast. Join us next week on 210tv.com where we're going to be cooking a croissant sandwich with ham, egg, cheese, and veggies. So if you're a veggie lover, this is a sandwich for you. Tune in.